Hey, what's up? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to talk about having kids. This whole thing, with Jenny from The Real, and, everybody's been talking about the fact that she's divorcing her husband because she doesn't want kids. I think, of course, it's more than that. I think that's part of it, but I think it's more than that, too. But anyways, I already made a video about that. I don't want to talk about that. Okay, so I don't want to have kids. I've had conversations with a few friends of mine, a couple of coworkers, and they think that it's strange as fuck. I had a conversation with a straight guy that I work with. He just thinks that I'm trifling for not even wanting to at least adopt a child. One of my good friends, she's 40 years old. We got into this big argument. Not an argument, but more so of a debate. But we got into this big, disagreement because she thinks that every woman in the world wants to have kids. And I was trying to explain to her that yes, there probably is more so there's probably more women that want to have kids than that don't want to have kids, but every bitch in the world don't want to have no motherfucking children. I'm just trying to let you, that's just like saying every black person in the world likes watermelon or every person in the world likes Popeye's chicken. It's just not true. But she thinks that every woman wants to have a child because that's the way that women are set up. And that's where I remember my sister had a baby 2 years ago. She just had another baby a couple of months ago, but she had my first niece 2 years ago. 2 years ago and some change. And my niece was born in February, and I had bought her some stuff for Christmas. I think I bought her I think it was like a baby doll and like some stuff. Anyway, I had bought her a baby doll. And one day I was just looking at her and I was just like, it was strange to me that my niece, who was only a few months old, was holding a baby doll. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not buying her a baby doll no more. This is some crazy ass shit. I just think it's weird that we have these babies holding babies. I think it's weird that when we go to the grocery store, we see 3 and 4 year olds pushing strollers. I just think, and my thing to her was, I just think that we have come to a point where that's what we're conditioned to believe. That's how it's set up. It's set up that when a girl is born, you give her a baby doll so she knows that this is what you're going to be when your ass grow up. You're going to be a mama, you're going to take care of these children, and that's just what the fuck it's going to be. And the truth of the matter is, I think that there are a lot of women out there who actually don't want kids, but they will compromise in order to keep a man, in order to satisfy a man, in order to say that they have a man. Like I said in my last videos, if everybody wanted kids, it won't be so motherfucking many. It won't be so many deadbeat daddies running around this motherfucker. It won't be so many grandmamas raising their grandkids because they trifling ass mama, don't want to raise them. These trifling ass daddies will be in the picture. I think a lot of people don't want kids. I think that they have these kids thinking they want them, thinking that it's going to help something, thinking, oh, once I bring this baby into the world, my man is going to love me and we're going to be all right. But having kids don't do nothing but just add more problems to the situation. So I'm happy that Jenny didn't have no motherfucking child just because her husband wanted one. Because the truth of the matter is, and I don't want to talk about this, the truth of the matter is Jenny's husband switched up on her. Because they both agreed that they didn't want no motherfucking kids. But anyways, before they got married. So I was just like, I'm not buying my niece a baby doll, and I haven't bought her a baby doll ever since. Just because, I'm not going to be a part of that I can't think of the word, that group of people that make it seem as though women are just here to lay on their backs, throw their legs to the moon, and push out children every 2 or 3 years. I'm not going to be part of that. My niece is going to be more than a motherfucker just laying on her back having kids. I think that if more people stop shaming, especially women, for saying they don't want kids, I think the world will be a better place. Because the truth of the matter is, if a man, it's kind of like when I was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. Remember, Kenya was dating Matt, and Matt was talking to Peter and Nene's husband. I forgot his name, and they asked him, did he have kids? And he was like, no. And they was like, you 28 and you ain't got no kids? What you mean? Like, it was something, like, something had to be off with him because he was 28 years old and didn't have no kids. And that's part of the motherfucking problem. It's kind of like, if a woman doesn't have kids by a certain age, something must be wrong with her. You know, she must have had at least 5 abortions by now because that's the reason why she ain't got no kids. No, it's probably because she was using condoms and using protection and on birth control and not throwing her legs to the moon for every motherfucker who ran across her path. You know, it might be the simple fact that Matt doesn't have kids is because he was using condoms because he knew he didn't want no motherfucking kids. I was just trying to explain to one of my coworkers. She received a promotion recently. But one day I was talking to her, and she might see this video. And I was just like, I just want, because she got 3 kids. She wanted a 4th one. And at the time, I was just like, it just don't make no sense to me, girl, because if you have $5 and you got to feed you and your son, and then you turn around and have another son, and you still got that same $5, so then you got to feed you, your son, and your other son. Then you turn around and you still got that same $5, and now you gotta still feed you, your son, your other son, and a third son? How does that work? Bitch, I can barely take care of myself. And even if, just like one of my straight male coworker was like, what if it wasn't about money? You know, what if you were in a situation where you could say, I can financially take care of myself and take care of a child, and if, you know, my partner was to leave me, we will still be okay because I'm set up like that. And I said, I still wouldn't give a damn. I still don't want no kids. I just don't want kids. I just don't want kids. The question is, why do you want kids? Because you were told you're supposed to have kids? Then people get quiet. Why do you want kids? Because you want to... Because the truth of the matter, the reasons why people, I want somebody to take care of me when I'm older. Who said your children going to take care of when you're older? Let me tell y'all something. I don't know why y'all think that just because y'all have kids, that y'all kids are going to take care of y'all. The truth of the matter is, your kids don't have to take care of you. You have to take care of your kids. You chose to bring a life into this world, which means that you are responsible for that life at least until they're 18 years old. They don't have to do a damn thing for you. It sounds fucked up, but they really don't. Your kids don't have to take care of you. It'd be trifling if they didn't, but they don't have to. You, on the other hand, have an obligation because you chose to bring a life into this world, which said, I'm going to take care of this motherfucker until they turn 18. I don't know. I know everything is not all about money, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, girl, if you make $16 an hour and you already, you know, barely making it, what makes you think that, girl, you're going to keep making that same $16 and be able to bring a baby into this world? And I don't want to hear nothing about what God going to have your back because God ain't told you to throw your legs to the earth, throw your legs to the stars, and let the nigga crawl between your legs. And no, God ain't did nothing. The God ain't told you to do none of that. So God ain't going to be here. Girl, let me hush if I make some of y'all mad. You know, at the end of the day, I just want everybody to realize that everybody does not want kids. And just because a woman, especially women, because women really get it. Well, men get it bad too, because if a man doesn't want to have a child, then he automatically labeled as gay. Something must be wrong with that dick. Something must be wrong with that. Something must be wrong. He's shooting blank. Something. But I just feel like women get it a little bit harder because when a woman doesn't want to have kids, it's automatically, oh my God, you need to compromise for your husband. You need to compromise for your man. That is not something you compromise on, baby. A compromise, like I said in my last video, a compromise is saying, okay, we're going to have kids after we get married, and we're going to have kids 3 years down the line. And then if your husband came to you and said, you know what, I'm ready to have kids. And you'd be like, hold up, no. You said we're going to travel for about 3 years, and then we're going to have kids. And then you say, you know what, okay, we're going to travel for 2 years, then we'll have kids. That's a compromise. A compromise is not saying, oh, I'm going to bring a child, something into this world that I really don't want, but because my husband wants it, I'm going to do it. And then this motherfucker leave me 5 years down the line, now I'm stuck with a motherfucking child that I never even wanted in the first place. I'm just saying.